Hi, everybody. Wanted to add a little color commentary to one of the questions in our roundup. If you're not familiar with the roundup, it is something that we send out every other week. We grab 3 great questions from either our members or from our group on Facebook. That group is called HR Basecamp. It's made up of about 10,000 practice owners and or their managers who can join the group for free, which means you can join the group for free if you find it. So just go ahead and go over and join that if you'd like to. Now, to answer the question the question the question that came in is business levels are down. I need to move a couple of employees to part-time. How do I handle the benefits and the PTO? And what is the best way to communicate this change? Which, sounds like a really simple question, but there's a lot of moving parts to this. I just want to say this. We've been through this before. I think during, I'm going to say the word COVID, during COVID times, when we went through the downsizing, everybody understood what was going on, and what was happening to one of us was happening to all of us. And so I think employers worked amazingly hard to not lay people off and to keep people on, and then employees did the same thing. They tried to bend over backwards to be amenable to whatever changes needed to do. Now that we're back to regular conditions, I just want you to know that when you go to downsize, it can open up all kinds of little avenues that you need to work through, and it's almost never the same for every single business. So look, I just kind of want to give you some business insight. I'm a guy that's been doing this for a long time. I have helped thousands of practices have to negotiate downturns in the economy. And I just, I don't mind being honest with you. We are seeing this request way more often. And I feel a little bit that healthcare businesses in particular, I think our dentists, our veterinarians, and I could go down some of the other types of healthcare related businesses we work with are impacted first by downturns in the economy. When people in your community are beginning to kind of have to tighten their purse strings, if you're a dentist, a crown becomes a removal because that's so much cheaper, so it becomes an extraction. If you're at a med spa, maybe 2 visits a month turn into 1 visit every 2 months. If you're a veterinarian, people don't bring their dogs in as often or their cats in because they can't afford to do that. So we just want to be cognizant that we are seeing this a little bit, and you all are going to probably have to deal with it on some level. So the question is, how do I reduce my staff, my benefits, or whatever? And I'm just going to share this. I want you to think carefully about this and work through it before you do it. Now, read the article that we wrote for you. Read the guidance, because I'm not going to cover everything that's in the guidance. But one of the things that I want to bring to your attention is that sometimes it's appropriate to think through a plan whereby you can reduce some hours or change some benefits, and you can keep everybody on. There's another approach, which is you offload people. You don't try and soften the blow. You offload people so that you can operate the business, and the people who are left behind are left fully intact. Their hours are not reduced. Their benefits are not reduced. And that's the other approach. And so you got to be careful here, because it can be the solution of 1,000 cuts, in which it just brings down morale, and it affects your practice and your business in ways that you didn't see coming. So there is I think it's really important that you work through this. And for our members, this is something you can call and talk to us. I think it can even be a little bit cathartic to kind of work it out and come up with a plan. And say, if it goes this way, we're going to respond this way. And if it goes this way, the other way, we're going to respond that way. But nonetheless, downsizing and reducing benefits is very tricky. And again, we discuss it in the roundup, and we give you a little bit more insight to that. There's some laws and some rules you need to understand about PTO, what's left behind, who's left behind. I know this is a bit of a ramble. I gave you a lot of information. Hopefully it was helpful. Again, join the Facebook group HR Basecamp. That's free. If you're a member, you know what to do. You reach out through our software and get in touch with us. If you're having the need to downsize or do anything like that, that's one of the many reasons we're here to support you in HR. Thanks, and I hope you guys found this helpful. Take care of yourselves, and I took this from someone else. Take care of yourselves, and if you can, help someone else out during the course of your day.